Right, folks, welcome back to another episode today, taking on Hearts and Rangers. Both games away, two tough games. And as you can see from the league table, we're halfway, or just above halfway to the points tally that I ideally want. But as you will have seen, we have fallen down to that fifth spot, which isn't too bad. 9 games in, 9 goals on our goal difference, and 16 points for a newly promoted side that wasn't supposed to get promoted and finished 4th in the championship, winning every game and then playing all of the other games to come up to the premiership, and then, a decent portion through the season. Someone said you'd be in 5th with 16 points 9 games in. Would have told them they're crazy. Anyway, last games that we played was the Dundee and Celtic. Obviously, home defeat to Celtic. We did all right in that game. I wasn't too disheartened by the performance. However, we followed that up with a couple of 3-0 victories, both against Hibernian and Aberdeen, which is fantastic to see, really. Bobby Thomas, Michael Mellon, and Tyrese Simpson getting on the goals there. Luke Robinson, Dixon Peters, and Tyrese Simpson again. Yeah, follow that up. A slight bit of disappointing form. 3-1 loss to St Johnstone, and then a 1-0 loss to Motherwell. Obviously, both Hearts and Rangers today, both going to be tough games. It's the final 2 games before we play everyone again. So, without further ado, let's get to the game. We're going to do the lower line of engagement, and that's all I'm going to copy. I will bring Simpson back in. Mellon can go there. I don't know. Our record signing, 150k. He's played 7 games. He hasn't got a single assist. He has, granted 5 of those appearances have come off the bench, but you kind of expect a bit better. I won't have Ward play, and Brown can go on the bench there. Sousa, we'll give him a start. We'll see how he does. The manager of Michael Mellon from Burnley, actually, Sean Derry. Burnley somehow in League One, back-to-back relegations for Burnley, surprisingly. The manager had a word with me about it, not playing old mate Michael enough, so he's going to start in defence. And there we go. This is our team. So Cummings going to start in goal. Taylor Sinclair, believe Robinson should be fit, so actually he's going to go in. We're going to stick with the back 2 of Tilton, Narty, Double O on the right, Sousa, Patton, Lyon, Ward, Mellon, and Simpson. We had one of our, I can't remember whether it was Thomas or Astley. One of them did get a wee bit of an injury, and the other ones played basically, both of them have played almost every game in defence this season. So I thought, well, we may as well give them a little bit of a rest. One of them is on the bench, and we'll play Tilt and Narty, both who solid options themselves. So with the draw here, we seemingly go back up to 3rd place, which is quite the remarkable achievement. Having beaten someone, like Aberdeen, I was pleasantly surprised at how routine that win was. 3-0 against Aberdeen. Wasn't expecting the season to go this way so far, but it's definitely filled us with confidence that we can avoid the drop pretty decently. As Ward now, first goal for him. Great start, 27 minutes into the match. Obviously, we've got the big tests with Rangers and Celtic. They're always going to be very, very tough to break down and try and overtake, but that's what we got to do. We didn't do too well again. We didn't do too bad against Celtic, so I'm hoping for a little bit of the same against Rangers as well. If we can just have a good performance, regardless of the result, as long as it's not, 3-4-0 sort of thing. As long as we look like we actually belong, then I'm pretty happy, actually. There's no point changing things up just because you lose to Rangers, which, kind of expected to lose to Rangers, if we're quite honest, is coming. I don't know whether he should have come out faster or not, or maybe he should have stayed on his line, but the Hearts have levelled. It's a bit of poor decision-making from Cumming, and did he headed it on for Lee? Yeah, see, I don't know what Cumming was doing. He was just a bit slow to come out. He could have, if he'd rushed out slightly faster, he could have got that. You wouldn't see that sort of error from Aaron Ramsdale. Okay. I'm proud of everyone's efforts, so we can obviously do it. Okay, a couple of people demotivated because must have clicked on the wrong one. Still though, a draw. Like I said, we still get to be in third as I'm yawning here. Rough day. Kidding. Double O now passes it back to Nati, up to Curtis Tilt. Not sure what he's doing so far up the field. Sousa now to Simpson. Simpson takes a shot and wasn't too bad. I don't really know what we can really do. Simpson now gets the ball, gives it out to Sousa, who's trying to find someone, finds Tilt. It's back to his centre-back partner, Nati, to Lyon and to Mellon, and Ward is through once again. Oh, it's a bit of a mess in front of goal, but we've still got the ball, and we just got to pass it straight to McKay. Not liking the look of Double O with his yellow card. He seems to be playing a little bit recklessly as Stockley header goes over. So Kamika is going to come on. Reece Lyon is going to come off for Hackney. We'll leave it for now. We'll see if those two can do slightly anything, really. I suppose, Hearts are still a decent team, regardless of the form that we are currently in. A draw here is fantastic, but Richard Nati getting us a second in the 77th minute from a fantastic corner. And that was a Sousa corner, so that's going to be an assist for him. Fantastic header. Finally, Sousa contributes something to the team. Probably take off Harry Patton. Bring on Crawford for a bit of defensive stability. As time runs out, and we go clear. 2 points clear of St Johnstone in fourth. I say that as we do have a last highlight, and it's a highlight for them. He's just going to smack it. It's all over. 2-1. Fantastic to get back into winning forms after a small dip in form, and just goes to show there is definitely a huge golfing class between the quality of Rangers and Celtic compared to everybody else. There are some better mid-table teams, I guess you could say, but my goodness, how we lose to St Johnstone. Where did they finish last season? So let's just take a look at the. Oh my god, I can't even get there. Can I season preview? No, stages. There we go. We have a look at last season. Hearts finished third. They're in the Europa League. Okay, and so Hibernian also fourth, Dundee fifth, Aberdeen sixth. That's fine. Okay, so seventh down is when the league splits. It's the relegation versus the European leagues sort of gig. So basically, both these teams got relegated, so that's relevant for us this season. But St Mirren, Livingston, St Johnstone, and Motherwell we should be trying to take as many points off these teams as possible. These teams, I don't know how Rangers have won it 2 years in a row, which is great for them. 81 points, 71 points. They were equal. It was literally 2 goals. They scored 2... Oh, sorry, no, they scored 8 more goals. They conceded 2 more. I was looking at their... they scored 63 compared to Celtics, but that's rough if they won that on, I'm assuming, goal difference. But, now we're going away to, in just a couple of days as well. It's not a very long break for us, as 1st of November, we've got a away game against the champions of Scotland. Very interesting. It's going to be a good game. Who is this fella? Simon Carmichael. He's a Highland Low League standard player. But he's one for the future, is he? For 15, that's not hugely bad. Where's Montrose? Playing League 1. Okay. I'll fully scout the fella. Anyone that we get in the... Just Richard Narty in the thing. I don't know how Hearts got one when they lost, but okay. Oh, that's rough. As a 16-year-old, you've got a hip injury. You're going to be out for 4 to 5 months. It's really not going to do your prospects very well, considering you're also likely getting released when your contract comes up. You're only on 40 grand a week. You won't be signing anything, mate. How is our finances? Terrible. 2.12. It's gone up in debt. Up in debt? We're in more debt than we were last time I looked. Dixon Peters with a second place in the young and Tyrese Simpson. We had all 3 not too long ago, actually. Probably just the month of October. It was quite possibly the month where we had all 3, which is a really outstanding achievement, to be quite honest. Bobby Thomas is the one that was injured, folks, and he looks like he's coming back. Don't know if he's going to be fully fit or not. Let's have a wee look. No. Okay, so we won't play him, but we will keep Narty in, so it'll be Astley and Narty. Taylor Sinclair, you will not be in the team. Fernando... Do you want to play Fernando? He's requested to leave. We do need to get some players, some clubs interested in actually buying him. Unfortunately, he's not really playing a huge amount. So we'll take off Double O. We'll give him a go. We'll keep Kerr on the bench because Kerr can play left and right back, which is fantastic. I liked what we had with Brown on the bench, Ward and Sousa. I think Simpson and Mellon again would be fine, and I think Crawford for Patton. And actually Ward is a bit tired, so maybe we go Sousa there and Ward on the bench. That'll be fine. There we go. Simpson and Mellon up top, Brown, Crawford, Lyon, and Sousa. Robinson, Astley, Cumming, Narty, and Fernando. Probably not the... it's definitely not our strongest lineup. There's a couple of players that we could probably put in the team that would be more beneficial, but we're not really expecting anything, and maybe 1 or 2 players can surprise Rangers here. They're not going to be expecting us to be playing Fernando when we've got Double O in the team, are they? But I feel like he probably needs a rest. He's played a lot of football, and I need to keep these boys fit and healthy, rearing for the rest of the season, as we might not get so lucky the next 10 games. I'm going to play it out from the back, very close to having a Rangers fella just nip in and get the ball, and then he's through on goal. As Astley clears only as far as Goldson, and thus straight in. Noah scores. Could be offside. I'm not seeing a flag. I am seeing a flag. He was offside. Very fast football, though. Fantastic for the boys to manage to call that one as it was offside. Fantastic. If we're aiming for 30 points, currently we only need to win minimum 3 games, draw 1 for the rest of the season, and we should be pretty safe from relegation, though it would be quite something, wouldn't it, if we were to get relegated now. Imagine that, just, what a losing streak that would be. Half-time, though, 0-0. We are getting torn apart position-wise, so I'm going to drop it down to cautious. We've had 1 chance, and they've had 8. 3 of them potentially pretty decent, but still, to be 0-0 at half-time, I'm not gonna say that's a bad way to do it as well. Sousa, Brown, not having their greatest games on the wing. Neither is Mellon, to be quite honest, up top. Safe hands from Cumming now. I'm going to do some substitutions very shortly. Just going to wait and see what we're doing with the ball. Straight at. Pretty disappointing, really. We'll take off Mellon. Dixon Peters can come on. Who's been more disappointing? It's going to have to be Brown, isn't it? Yeah, we'll bring Brown on and we'll bring Brown off. We'll swap them. Hackney can come on as well. And there we go. Alfredo Morelos. Only his first goal this season. What has he been up to? He's a decent striker, I thought. Clearly not having the greatest season for him if it's his first goal now. So we drop down to 4th. Still, though, as we were expecting, the Rangers and Celtic games, as I keep saying, are always going to be tough games. However, to be 1-0 down to Rangers at 64th minute, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Better teams, worse teams have scored more. Oh, Fernando's getting a red. Good on you, mate. Good on you. We're going defensive. We're shutting up shop. We're just going to play a back 3. All right, we're just going to ignore. We're just going to ignore it. There's not that much time. Let's frequently waste time. See if we can get a decent result. A 1-0 with a red card against Rangers. You'd take that. I mean, you wouldn't take the red, but okay, 2-0. Tyler Roberts, first goal again for him. Okay, what is Stevie G doing? Maybe he's got better players. I don't know, but I haven't really looked at this side. I haven't looked at any other side but my own. It's a great goal from Tyler Roberts. Just smashes it first touch. Almost top bins. Can't really save that. Slightly disappointing to lose, especially with a red, and you can't really do too much about that. Looks like it could possibly be more. I mean, if we get 3, I might have to chuck someone in his spot, but that's unlucky. Saying that, they still have position. And again, unlucky. I am going to drop... good Christ. Let's just drop Hackney back there. I know he's not probably suited to play there at all, but I guess just having a body there is better than not having a body. Simpson has been ripped apart, clearly. The defence was poor today. Not happy with the performance, to be quite honest, but it is what it is. Still, though, sitting in 4th place, pretty comfortable. 2 points clear of Dundee United, I should say. Yeah, and then only a point off Aberdeen in 3rd. Still 6 points off Rangers, 8 points off Celtic. It's always going to be a decent golfing class in there as Fernando, despite the fact that he wants to leave, as he said, I don't think I'll get a... You don't think you get a visa being non-EU, but yeah, his work permit, it expires. Has failed to accrue enough points to qualify for a renewal. So it's valid until next year, so he's not getting a new one, so he wants to move on. but we're trying to sell him before his contract goes. He could be worth a decent pot of change. He played for us in the first season, made 8 appearances. He was alright. He's never been fantastic. He played 28 games last time. He's played 3 this season. He's not bad, but yeah, we'll see what happens. He might just go to the free agent pool. It is what it is, really. We're only paying him $1,500, and he was free to begin with. Anyway, slightly bit of inconsistencies here. Not many draws though. Only 1 draw, and it's either winning or losing, which is pretty good. And there's definitely more winning. Only 4 defeats this season. Obviously, I'll be playing Dundee and Patrick Thistle in the next game. So just trying to see who's a good game to bring you back for. Obviously, we don't want to see, what we don't want to do the same as what we've just done. Maybe. Oh, do we play any of those teams again? We do play those teams again. I don't know, Matt. Do we just skip this? Do I just play these games off and we'll just bring you back at the start of January for Motherwell and Hearts, perhaps? I think so, yeah. That seems to probably be the go. Motherwell and Hearts. We'll see you back very shortly. Thanks a ton for watching. Catch you folks in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.